Hey guys, it's Sam. So today is going to be a very kind of special, kind of really long video. So I have got some news for you guys. It's not like groundbreaking news, like don't get super excited. It's not like a huge announcement or anything like that. But my entire makeup collection is now here. It has made its way over. It made its way over last week. And oh my goodness. I don't even think I realized how much I really had because it was all like nice and organized and in the drawers and whatnot. And it was like, oh, there's all those, like, oh, it's, there's not that much, the drawers aren't full, whatever. It took something like 5 pretty substantial size boxes. I'm not talking like massive things, but like, FabFitFun boxes, stuff like that. It took 5 boxes. My fingers are stained from just swatching lipsticks. So it took 5 boxes and then a big giant like purse bag full of lipstick to get it all here. The drawers are here. Really, really happy about that. But here's the thing. The cleaning lady was coming on Thursday and Tom kind of wanted everything which is fair. He wanted everything off the floor so that she could vacuum, and he didn't want me to leave anything on like shelves and stuff like that so that the cleaning ladies could dust without knocking all of my stuff over. And I get that, 100% fair. So I said, okay, no problem. I'll toss everything in the drawers and I'll deal with it later. Big mistake. So today is the day that I've decided to deal with that, and I've decided that this is the perfect day to show you guys my makeup collection as it stands right now. I haven't done a makeup collection video in a while. A lot of this is going to be me showing you like what the drawers look like now, which is horrifying. Like, you guys are going to be like, Sam, what did you do? Because it was so nice before. And honestly, I will probably do like an updated storage in a little bit because Tom and I are gonna build some like DIY storage for some of my drawers so that I can get my eyeshadows kind of standing upright, and I want my liquid lipsticks to be able to stand tall rather than be flat in a basket like they are now. So we're kind of putting that into the works right now. We're gonna get that, like, working on that. So if you guys are interested in seeing that once I do it, I will show you, but I have to go through my makeup right now because it is just giving me so much anxiety. So I will show you what the drawers look like now, and then I'm gonna empty everything onto the floor. And this is the sad part, is that it's not like I just threw like all the blushes in one drawer so I know that they're all there and I can just take them out one drawer at a time. I just dumped boxes into the drawers. So I've got lipsticks and eyeshadows and primers with lip gloss and this and that everywhere. Every drawer has a little bit of everything. I really messed up here. But like I said, now I get a couple hours where I get to go through this all with you guys. So I will show you what the drawers look like ahead of time, and then I will pull everything out of the drawers and put it on the floor, and we'll kind of organize it and go through it, and then we'll put it back in the drawers. So I will show you the before right now. Okay, so from just like looking at the top, it actually looks like it's pretty okay. Please don't mind like the Yager bobblehead. That is not mine, but whatever. So like just on top, I'll kind of just really quickly go through all of this stuff. These are just a couple foundations that I'm super close to using up that I want to finish using up, just so that, like, I already honestly have backups of both. I just kind of want them gone. But I don't want to throw them away because I do really like them. I finally brought my surfboard over from Mexico. I think you guys would have seen that in my Mexico haul. So these lipsticks are just like a select few that I've just keeping on top. So I've got all of my Urban Decay ones in the back. I have 6 of those. I have my 11 XO Beauty lipsticks, which there will be a swatch video already on my channel. So I will link it here. Right there. So you guys can see that. And then this was just a random, what is this? Maybelline? Focus. Maybelline? Maybe it's Maybelline. Color Sensation. I don't know. I think it's Maybelline, but I really don't know. Mickey gave me this, and honestly, it was just the right height, so that's why it's there, because I had an empty space and it was driving me nuts. In here, this thing is super cool. This is like a blown glass vase from Poland that we picked up at Winners, I think. I've got all of my XO Beauty pencils in here. I also have my Benefit Well Rested in here because I do use this most days. This is my favorite mascara right now, along with my Better Than Sex, which I can't find since I did this to my drawer. So really excited to find that. I'm trying to use up this Natasha Denona Eye Light Concealer. I really like it, but it's time it gets used up and then I don't buy another one. I've also got a couple of my favorite liners in here. So my Stila liners in here. I think my Kat Von D tattoo liner. I've also started getting more into black pencil liners, so they're in here, so I remember to use them. This actually shouldn't be in here. I'm going to put it in the drawer to deal with in a minute. What else do we have in here? Oh, and just my brow pencil is in here. So then moving over here, I've got my 3 things of brushes in the back. These are just a bunch of my pretty limited edition MAC lipsticks. The only reason they're up here is not because they're favorites. It's because the packaging's so pretty. I didn't want them to sit in drawers anymore. And then if I zoom out a little bit, I've got 2 of these Fix Pluses with the light reflex in them. So pink light and then gold light. This is my MAC Fix Plus from the Fruity Juicy collection, the coconut. This is some MAC Charged Water. Again, I really like this, but I don't use it all that much, so I'm trying to use it up and then not repurchase it. I've also got my 2 Marc Jacobs Dewdrops. So this is the Do You one that is always out. I have a backup of this because it is almost completely done. And this is the limited edition rose gold one that they just put out. And then I've got my Sunbeam and my High Beam because I just thought it looked really pretty. And then I have a new beauty blender, which I do actually need to get into, and it has like a little crystal holder because I was sick of leaving it in like an old dry shampoo holder. And then my Victor and Rolf bonbons. So that looks nice, right? All organized, tons of space here. Could light a candle, something of that sort. Also, you might notice like kind of off to the corner, these are my workbooks, so I don't want to show you guys those, but you'll see the Beauty and the Beast palette that Mickey made me is over here. I've got my my Too Faced I Want Candy one, and also my Glow palette and stuff like that, because they wouldn't fit in the drawers, and this is why. This is drawer number 1, which is a disaster. Drawer number 2 is kind of mostly lip products, but still a disaster. Drawer 3, 4, get down here, 5, what is this? Tarte lip palette, that shouldn't even be up here. 6, this is blushes, highlighters, whatever. I'm not going to open this drawer because this one actually has all the stuff for your guys' giveaway, and I don't really want you guys to see it yet. But I do need to empty it, so that'll kind of get emptied and put on a shelf. I bet you any money. This drawer is a disaster. It has makeup bags full of stuff that need to get emptied. And then the bottom drawer, which is normally super organized and nice palette drawer, is also a disaster. So let's pull all of this stuff out on the floor and start putting it into piles and figure out where to go from there. I've had full intentions of opening all of the drawers. This is where I'm at right now. I've got these 5 little ones open, and this is already what I'm looking at. So I think my best bet right now would be to start here, organize what's on the floor as best as I can into the drawers, and then hopefully as I pull more out, it kind of fits in. I don't know. This actually might be the best way to do this. I've actually got you guys kind of on a laundry rack. You're not gonna be able to see everything, but at least you're gonna get to see some of my movement in the center when I'm actually going through stuff, because I am going to swatch some stuff for you guys. We'll see how much, but let's just start getting into this. I'm going to separate it all and then kind of show you guys what everything's looking like. So I'll probably speed this up a bit just to make it a little bit easier on myself, but for the most part, I will try and make sure you guys see everything. Shoot, I forgot that I'd promised Tom that I would put a towel down so I didn't get makeup on the carpet. That failed. Hopefully nothing leaked, but I am going to grab one right now. Hold on. Okay, so I was going to do most of this with you guys, but I put the towel down and I kind of just started going and started organizing stuff. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. I've got random lip stuff here, so like lip balms, like chubby crayon things, diamond crushers, because I don't really know if these count as like a lip gloss, lip top, or whatever. Lip glosses, just my empty containers here so I can start reloading, just tools, concealers, lotions, powder, highlighters up here, bronzers here, single shadows, random prep and prime that I'm only keeping because I want to take it on vacation because it's travel size. Primers, like lid primers, normal primers, liquid lipsticks. I moved my normal lipsticks over to here because everything would not fit on the towel. So I'm going to go through some more while you guys are on here with me, and then I'm going to move a bunch more and kind of show you where I'm at. Oh yeah, and I put palettes here, and I have a foundation over here as well because I don't know where the rest of them are. Does anybody else just love the sound of like all of the makeup clicking together? I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was way easier to do when I had 2 hands. So we might be going back to that. This is still what I'm doing, and I still haven't gotten anything else out of those bottom 3 drawers. So I know it kind of just looks like I moved the pile from here to here, but there is some vague organization. Like I tried to keep my blushes all down here, and what scares me is that I know I've got like at least 50 blushes and there's only like 10 here. So what scares me is how many are still in the drawer. I've got lip gloss here, random lip products here that I don't even know what drawer to put them in or whatever. Liquid lips. My normal lipsticks are kind of over here. My lip pencils, this should be over here. Palettes there, eyeshadows in the corner, bronzers, highlighters, tons of eye crap, primers, face, whatever. Tools here. Also, how many pairs of tweezers do I need to have? Don't know. Sprays. I just threw my foundations in there because I was just getting overwhelmed by this. The other thing that I kind of realized while I was doing that is there's some stuff here that I just do not need whatsoever. For example, this stuff. This is a Smashbox, like instant matte lipstick transformer that you're supposed to be able to put on any lipstick and turn it matte. Why do I have this? I've never even used it. It's probably bad by now. Like, does this say how long it lasts? No, it doesn't, but like it's probably bad by now. I've never even used it. If I wanted a matte lipstick, why wouldn't I just buy a matte lipstick? I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't going to pull the rest of the drawers out, but I think I just need to just to kind of get an overall view of what I have before I start putting stuff back in the drawers. So I am going to yank everything else out, and we will come back when it's all on the floor. All right, so this is officially everything. These are my lipsticks, most of them except what's up top. Also here, this doesn't seem that overwhelming, right? I mean, I still have some that are in the box. I have these ColourPop times Shayla ones, which I actually did buy this entire collection. And I've been planning on doing a swatch and look video for you. Now, I know it's been out for a really long time. So if you guys want to see that, please let me know down in the comments down below. Maybe I'll do a poll of it on my channel because I think I know how to do that. If not, I'll just open them and keep them and whatever. Spoiler alert, I also bought the entire collection for you guys for that giveaway. Shh, don't tell anybody I told you. Over here, I've got highlighters. I also have highlighters in that corner. Up there, I've got bronzers here, single shadows. All my palettes are here. This is, what are these called? Lip liners. I'm sitting in a pile of blush. That's a bruise on my leg. Pile of blush here. Random lip stuff I don't know what to do with. Liquid lips, primers, eye stuff, highlighters, I told you, like random moisturizers and stuff. Brows, lip glosses here. My powders are there. My foundations are there. And my concealers are here. So I will be doing a declutter very, very soon if you guys are interested in seeing that because this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Who needs this much makeup? This is more or less organized. I am going to start putting stuff away. Again, this is not a declutter. So some of the stuff I'm putting away, you'll hear me say I don't like. You'll hear me whine and complain about it. It's staying for now just because I don't have the time to do declutter today. So first thing I'm going to do, you guys have seen these before. These are what I keep my blushes in. Just because I'm sitting in them and I'm quite uncomfortable, I'm going to start putting these away. So first ones I'm going to put in here, I have a ton of these mineralized blushes. I would have just done a huge swatch video, so you would have seen these. These are Bubbles Please. This one is Naturally Flawless. I'm not going to name all of them just because there are a ton. But at least this kind of gives you guys a really good opportunity to see what I'm working with here. And if you have any questions about anything, let me know. If you do want to see any tutorials on anything, let me know. I'm sure a lot of the stuff that I have is still available in stores. I do buy some limited edition stuff, but not only limited edition. So hopefully you guys can still get a ton of it. I'm going to start putting my normal MAC bronzers in just another, or not bronzers, blushes. MAC blushes are my favorite blushes, by the way. I just think they have the most beautiful colors. I'm a big, big fan of, I think, what is it? The satin ones are really nice. This one's in Spellbinder. And then also the sheer tone ones are really, really nice as well. These ones here. They're really, really soft, super pigmented. And then I've got a couple of the extra dimension ones also. I'm actually going to slide those in the back of there because they're kind of different. Okay, what else am I sitting on? Some of my blushes are limited edition. I have like this Mariah Carey one. I have one that came from the like Tumble Dry collection or whatever it's called. So I'll kind of tuck those ones closer to the back, I guess. I don't really know. There's no rhyme or reason for why the way I'm doing this. I'm just trying to put everything vaguely in its proper place. I'm actually going to take these back out because I have more mineralized blushes that need to go in here. No. All right. More blush. That's that Tumble and Dry or Tumble Dry or whatever the heck it was called collection. Another mineralized up here. I think that might be it. Oh, more MAC. Look at all the MAC. Oy. Also, if you're new to my channel, the reason that I have so much MAC is because that is where I started with makeup. I had MAC before I had anything else. That is the reason why I've got so much of it. So I am not overwhelmingly a MAC snob anymore, but I still do prefer it. You will see this more than anything else in my collection if you are going to stick around a little bit. So then in the third one, I'm going to put whatever tiny ones, like the Urban Decay one I have. I've got this Hot Mama blush from the Balm that Mickey got me. Natasha Denona, that's a glow. That is actually a highlighter, so my blush must be over with my highlighter, so I'll swap that out. It also won't fit in here, so this is the Steve Laurent one. Got a couple Tarte ones, but I did get rid of most of them. Got the Ciate one, which I absolutely adore. I am actually just going to show you guys this really, really quickly. It looks like a highlighter, but it comes on as the most beautiful, like, do you guys see that? Most beautiful peachy sort of color. I'm going to try and swatch it and show you guys after. So just there. So it could be a highlighter for sure, but I use it as a blush. I do like shimmery blushes, so I'm all about that. I've also got this Too Faced peach one. This like a cream to powder blush. What else? I have this Wet n Wild one that Mickey got me that I really, really like. Tuck that one back there. Actually, that's kind of really good at holding everything in. This Pacifica Duo I got in like an Ipsy or Top Box or something. I don't really remember. And then I've got all of these bigger MAC ones that just can kind of sit wherever because I have no better place for them until I figure out if I want to keep them. And then I have this one. This is new to me. This is a BH Cosmetics Floral Blush in Caribbean Coral. Looks like this. So that one is fairly new to me. Yeah. I do have another one of these somewhere. This is also a duo that came with the Nutcracker Suite collection. So it's a highlighter and a blush. I'm just keeping it here for now. And then I have this Lorac blush bronzer quad thing. This cheeky tape from the MAC Jeremy Scott collection, which is, of course, a blush, bronzer, and a thing. Almost forgot my NARS Orgasm bronzer. I'm just going to tuck that right in there, and we're going to put these up in the drawer. One new thing I did discover with the fact that I'm using this shallow drawer is that things like this Natasha Denona Duo Glow and my Pacifica can't stand up anymore in these because they do not close properly, but that's okay. They can just kind of sit in the front. I have another one of these that I'll be popping in here as well. So one drawer down. Again, like I said, I'm not decluttering right now, but I will be eventually, so keep an eye out for that. So the next thing I think I'm going to tackle is just putting all these lip liners away. I've got another one of these containers now, but I'm going to see if I can fit them all in one, just because I kind of like to use the other ones for something else, but I don't have high hopes that this is going to happen. I do have some up on my desk, as I showed you earlier. Those are like my Natasha, or not my Natasha Denona. I don't have any of those. My Shan XO ones. My XO Beauty ones are all up top. A couple of these might end up migrating in there as well. We will see. Just a couple of my more favorite ones. But man, I have so many lip liners and they kind of fit. So I think I'm going to just kind of go with it. This will definitely be getting pared down eventually because I'm sure I've got several light colors in here. My favorite formulas for this, since I have it out here, are these MAC Pro Longwear ones. I love. I still have a lot of the normal MAC lip pencils because the colors are just phenomenal. They have the most amazing range of colors. So if you guys are looking for really, really good lip liners, these are definitely ones to check out. I have this one. I don't even honestly remember what company this is from. I got it in like a top box, so I doubt I'll keep it. And then if I dig, that's also a MAC one. Oh, here we go. I've also got these Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencils that are freaking amazing. So those can all sit in here. And I got to figure out what drawer I want to put these in because these used to be in with my liquid lipsticks. But since I'm going to reorganize that, I'm not too sure I'm going to keep them in there. So for now, these are going to get put off to the side. Something else I'm going to show you guys super quick, I didn't even take them out of here, are my eyeshadow pigments. I just kind of left them in here because it was just easier and less of a headache to do so. There are a couple stragglers that are just kind of hanging around here that won't fit properly in here. So my goal when I end up decluttering this is to get this decluttered enough that I can fit all of them in here if I even need that much space, because this is just out of control. So for now, these two are just going to sit on top until I figure out what drawer they're going in and how. Okay. Now we've got a little bit more space to work with. Not a ton, but a little. Let's do my concealers next because I know that they're all going to fit in here and I feel quite comfortable putting all those away because, ooh, drop the phone, sorry guys, because there's not all that many, but at least it'll like get a little bit more room available and they're kind of all buried right now. So I have a bunch of the Benefit Boing concealers. This one is the Industrial Strength Concealer in shade number 1. I also have the Hydrating Concealer. This is in number 2. Is it going to focus? Probably not. Nope. Focusing on the strobe cream in the background. This is the Brightening Concealer in number 1 again. Now I have this Naked Skin Concealer, but I'm actually going to take it out of the box because I just, you know what, no, I'm going to leave it in the box, but I did just finish up my old one, so I'm going to get into this one, but I'm trying to use up some other ones before I start this one. Let's pop that in there. This Water Weight MAC one, I have used it a couple times. I do really like it. I bought it in shade N20 and C20, which I hop back and forth between warm tones and cool tones. I don't even know anymore. This is a pretty good concealer. It is a little bit different. It is a really, really lightweight, so that is just a different kind of one for me to have in there. I'm just trying to get rid of some boxes, have a backup of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which I really like. I'm trying to use up the one I have currently going. This is my Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I wear light neutral. Okay. I have my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers. I wear the shade NW20. I've gone through so many of these and I've broken so many of these because they are glass. Just be aware of that if you do pick one up. I have this Tarte Reinforce of the Sea Aqua Concealer. I'm not 100% sure I like it. I need to use it a little bit more. Here's my current Shape Tape, which I'm actually going to put in a separate blue bin, which I am kind of going to leave out because these are products that I love, but like I want to use them because I either have backups or like they're so well loved and I like them and I want to use them up and either get another one or not purchase them again, but I don't want to give them away, if that makes any sense. So I'm kind of going to keep that over here just to throw pretty much anything and everything in. Wow, my color changed up a little bit. That's okay. I also have this MAC Studio Fix Concealer. Come on, camera, change back to the way you were. There we go. Sorry about that. So this Studio Fix Concealer as well. I feel like I have more concealer. I just can't see more concealer right now. So I think that might be it. For now, we'll leave this kind of to the side. But yeah, I don't have a ton of concealer. It's not one of my more favorite places, but I still have more than really anyone needs. This one is also so light for me. It's actually ridiculous. Like actually ridiculous. Next thing I'm going to do is shift some of my powders out of the way so that I can put my primers in here. I know that's where they were before. I'm hoping I can fit them in there again. First things first, this Smashbox one. I absolutely adore this, the hydrating one, but you guys can see how empty it is. So I am going to put that in that use up drawer basket just so that I get it over and done with. I have this Pixie by Petra like illuminating one, Flawless Beauty Primer. It's supposed to be luminescent. I've only used it a few times. I should actually remember to use it. Maybe I'll stick that in there too just so I remember to use it and see if I actually like it. Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer, really like that. My Too Faced Hangover Primer. Again, this is almost empty. I'm going to put that over here as well. I've got a couple of like these little like Smashbox ones. I'll put that there. two of these Hourglass ones. This is the primer serum, and I also have the Mineral Veil primer right here. I just got the travel sizes because this is so expensive, but it's so good, you guys. I've got the Smashbox Primerizer water. Love that. I have this Natasha Denona Glow primer, which I don't use all that often, and I probably should use it a little bit more. So I'm going to put that there, but I'll try and remember to use it. I only tend to use it when I'm using the foundation that I kind of bought in tandem with it. Put that up there. I've got my Becca Backlit Filtering Primer. Adore that. I've got tons of these little, like I have this Professional. This is supposed to be like a pearl primer. It's fine. Honestly, there's no point in trying this over the other one. If I'm completely honest, they do virtually the same thing. And the pearlescence is like negligible amount. This is just my little sample size of Professional, which is probably actually bad. I should look into that because that's probably gone bad. I have this Cover FX blurring primer, which I really, really like. I have to stop buying primers. Nude by Nature primer. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this because of the smell, but whatever, we'll keep it for now. I have my Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Complexion Primer, which is too big to fit in here, but whatever. And then I have this Maybelline Master Prime, which is also getting close to empty, so that's going to go over there as well, just to keep it out of my way. So that is all my primers, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I've got this Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refining Primer as well. So I'll just tuck that in there as well. Now, a lot of this stuff here, like my face stuff, I do kind of want to put into that drawer, but it's normally just all over the place. I think I'm actually going to put some of the smaller ones in here just so I know where they are. Like I have this Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum, so that can go in there. I've got a couple of these Caudalie moisturizers, which are great. This is a fast response eye cream I'd like to keep in here. It's really, really good. This is kind of what I was thinking, is if I can keep all these like Skin Co. little ones sort of stacked up in here that I get in random top boxes, I'll be able to see them. They won't get buried in drawers, and also they'll be out of my way. I have a ton of them. I don't know if they're going to stand, but whatever. I have this All Good Coconut Sun Stick, which I'm actually probably going to take with me to the Dominican. I just have to remember I have it. This is my lash glue. I am going to tuck it in here because I want it to end up in that drawer, but it doesn't need to be there. I know that both of these are going to end up in there. I have this Pores No More vacuum cleaner and then this Wish mud mask. I also have my Boscia Original Luminizing Black Mask and my Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion. I was thinking about putting my strobe creams in there, but I actually think I'm going to put them with you know what? Let's put them with highlighting stuff because that just seems to make a little bit more sense. I have this like sample of a primer, so I'm going to stick that with my primers. I have a ton of these mud masks. This drawer is going to get like crazy, so let me just start moving stuff up there and sort of see what it ends up looking like, and I'll show you guys when I'm done. I'm not entirely happy with the way that this drawer looks. I've got my primers here, my concealers here, my lashes are in the back, my color switch, and some other stuff, some extra brushes. I have most of my bigger mud masks and stuff like that down the side. And then these like eye things that I have to use, and then just a bunch of like smaller stuff here. I think that the only reason, oh, and then tools here, sorry. The only way I'm going to be happy with this drawer is if I start using stuff up and then don't refill it, which I will do, but that's that for now. Then I also started putting some of my eye stuff away. I just didn't film it because Tom got home and we were talking while I was doing it. So I have all my mascaras in here. So these are my full-size ones and my mini ones. I have in this one my liquid liners and some eye primers that I've got. And then in this one here is my other liners and my Milk pigments are in here as well. My Better Than Sex mascara, which I had a minute ago, right here is actually going to go up on top into that thing because I love this so much. It's my favorite. And when I am doing quicker looks, I kind of just want to have it on hand so I can grab. I've also got this mascara, which I got in some kind of a box, and I've never even used it. Like, I've never even tried it before. So I think it's either garbage. I'm going to take a look at it, but I think it's probably garbage. Or maybe I'll try and use it. You know what? I'll take it out of the box and I'll try and get at least a go out of it and see how it goes. So I will put that in that use it drawer. to make sure I remember to use it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So these are all going to end up in a drawer together along with like my primers and stuff like that. So I'm going to get moving on that, and then I'll show you what that drawer looks like as well. Oh, and I have this liquid liner. That's the other thing that's going to go in here, and I actually need to figure out where I want that because they used to sit in here, and that's my gel liner. So maybe what I'll do is kind of scooch these up here and tuck some of these over here. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So I've got 4 of these Tarte liners. I have them in, I should have shown you. So I've got brown. I have this mint color. I've got a blue. What's this blue called? Blue Moon. And I think I just have black. Yeah, I do. Then I've also got a couple of these MAC ones. So I've got another blue one. This is in Blue Fountain. And it is a different blue than this one, just so you guys do know. I'm actually not going to put that in there. I'll put it somewhere else. And then I've also got a couple black tracks because this is my favorite gel liner. So I have a few of these as well. And then, like I said, I have this gel liner, which I'm not a huge fan of, but whatever, I'll keep it for now anyways. Alrighty, so first thing that I realized was that I had actually forgotten to put my MAC Prep and Prime Moisture Infusion Serum into a drawer. So that is just sitting right here. I do tend to use this almost every day. So I might move it up top eventually, but for now it can just sit there. And then I did finish up this drawer here. So I have my mascaras here. This one has my normal eyeliners, my Milk pigments, and I've got a couple MAC pigments in here just so that I could fit everything else in this one. Also, if you hear noise downstairs, Tom just got home and he's making dinner. I have all of my liquid liners and my eye bases in here. So I've got this like MAC 24-hour Extend eye base. I have my primer potion from Urban Decay and this Lorac eye primer. Those 4 Tarte liquid liners are here, or gel liners, excuse me, along with my other gel liners here and here. These are 3 MAC Soft Serve shadows. I know they don't really belong in this drawer, but they're of similar size to my paint pots. And they are even more out of place in my single shadow drawer. So I just tucked them up here just so that stuff wouldn't move around too much. These are all my Dose of Colors Ideal Duos. And then here are all my MAC paint pots. So I've got Painterly, Dream Scene, Dangerous QV, Soft Ochre, Stormy Pink, and Indian Wood. So that's in here. And then I also just tucked my brow products in here. I do normally keep them up top, but I thought since I had all this open space and I definitely have no room in the drawer above, that this would be a good place for them. So I will shut that and I will bring up all of my single shadows to start tackling that drawer next. All right, so all my eyeshadows are either in here, kind of scattered here, or on top. I'm going to kind of explain to you guys what I had planned on doing eventually, and then I'm going to put everything in after. So eventually Tom and I are going to make something that'll kind of hold the shadows upright like this so that I can kind of put them all back in rows and then just pull them out as I need them. But obviously I don't have that right now, and I don't know that I have enough to do that where they won't move or where I'll be able to see what they are. So I am going to do my old way where I just put them in like this. And they'll probably have to be double stacked because I have a ton. So I'm going to start doing that. Also, I've got a couple of these duos that are also going to go in this drawer just because I kind of consider a eyeshadow palette anything with, I'd say, like 3 or more shadows in it. And I just fear that these will get lost if I put them in that drawer. So let me start piling stuff in here and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I've got all my ColourPop single shadows in here. I've got 21 of them. They're kind of in order, but not really. I sort of just put them vaguely how it looked, kind of like a color order. I used to keep these all at the back. And I'm just debating if I would rather have like 3 rows up here. Let me put them along this edge and just see how I feel about that before I commit to this, before I start putting all my MAC ones in. All right, so I did end up deciding that I kind of like them stacked along here, and I ended up double stacking them just to make sure I had enough place for all my MAC ones. Got a couple extra ones here. I lined all my Tarte. What are these things even called? These are these Tartist metallic shadows. I lined them all up along the front. I have those duos here, and then I have another duo here. This is a Pixie by Petra duo. And then I'm going to start loading all of my MAC shadows in here. How bad is this, guys? Like, I have some that are still in boxes. Like, I bought a bunch of these extra dimension ones because they were on the goodbyes on the website, so they're like 40% off, and I haven't even played with them yet. Like, that's so upsetting. I only at one point I think I only had 3 or 4 of them, and then I bought a whole bunch for Mickey in our last kind of swap series thingy, and I decided I want a couple more, so this one is in Grand Galaxy. I also picked up the colors Stylishly Mary, and I got a blue one as well, and I think that one's called Lunar. looks like that. So I'm going to pull all these out and then start lining all these up as well. So with these all along the side, I am a little worried that they're going to shift a bit, but that is the price I'm willing to take. I've got these doubled up, and then I was able to get all of my MAC ones in more or less singles, just in a single layer. There is no real rhyme or reason other than that. The ones up in the front area here, so like these ones and these ones here are all extra dimension shadows. I've got my Dazzle shadows right here. I only have 4, which I actually thought I had more. And then I've got my Troll Dolls collection. My Mirage Noir are all right here. These are from the Nutcracker Suite. These are just a couple random ones, which would actually make me feel better if they were next to each other, now that I look at it. There we go. And then all of my other ones. And then just in the back here, I have some of the bigger ones. So some are from the Star Trek collection. Some are like from the Fairy Whispers collection. I have these ones. I don't even know when or where I got these. These are the Electric Cool eyeshadows. I don't even know where or when those came from. But yeah, so more or less pretty happy with that. I also found this little balm one, this like Balm Voyage one that I just tucked in there. So hopefully it doesn't shift too much as I shut it. That was vaguely satisfying. Now I've got these boxes that can go away, and we can start on the next drawer. Next drawer I've decided to tackle is the one where I keep my foundations as well as my bronzers and my face powders, just because I think that's the easiest right now. I'm going to leave all my lip stuff for last until I figure out exactly how I want to get that. But if I can do that, and then I can get through my palettes and my highlighters, then I can just focus on all the lipsticks. I might have to take a break to eat dinner, but this is getting done tonight. So let's start going through some of these foundations. So I'm going to kind of show you guys them all while they're in the bin, and then gradually move everything to the door. So this is just a backup of my MAC Face and Body. I wear it in the shade N5, which is super dark for me, but I kind of like it to give me a bronze look. It's one of my favorite foundations. If you guys have never tried this, I definitely urge you to do so. They have a ton. It is a little more of a lightweight foundation, but still really, really good. This is this Natasha Denona Body Glow. It's not really a foundation, but I don't really know where else to put it. So I just kind of keep it in here for now. So that's just there. I have this Urban Decay All-Nighter one that I haven't actually gotten that much use out of. I should probably make a mental note to use it more. I would put it in that little basket that has all the stuff that I kind of want to like use up, but this is still full, and I've got 2 other foundations there, so I will definitely try this after that's done. I have this e.l.f. foundation that Mickey gave me. I don't know what it's called, but it is in the shade Sand, in case you guys are wondering. I really, really like this. Again, I haven't used it in a while. I'm just trying to use up some other ones first. I already have a backup of my Naked Skin. So the 2 I'm actually trying to use up right now are my Naked Skin and my Face and Body, which I already have backups for. So those are just sitting there. I have this new MAC Face and Body. This is in Pearl Light. It came with the Mirage Noir collection, so it is already on my channel. You guys should have seen it by now. This is my MAC mixing medium that I mix sometimes with my face and body just to make it a little bit more fluid. I have my MAC Next to Nothing. I am in the shade Medium, I believe. Yeah, Medium. This is fantastic, especially when you mix it with this. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and I wear NC20, I think. NC25, excuse me. So then I have this Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation that I really, really like. This Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this yet, so we'll see. I have this MAC Strobe Body Lotion that I'm actually probably, it's very probably going to do the same thing as this is. So I'm wondering if I should put these in a highlighting drawer instead of a foundation drawer, because they're not foundation, they're more for glow. So I think those are going to end up in my highlighting drawer with like my normal strobe creams. I have this MAC BB cream, which I kind of forgot I had, and I used it the other day. And it seemed to go on okay, and it made me feel good because it had SPF of 35 and I was outside all day, so that was good. It kind of smells a little Play-Doh-y, if I'm completely honest, but I can't see on here like where it says that this product expires, so I am going to keep using it or debate how it works or whatever, and figure that out. I have this little Smashbox Camera Ready BB cream that I've had literally forever, and this has a 20. Oh, you know what? It's probably actually still good because it's got a 24-month, and I don't think I've had it that long yet, so I'll probably use that up as well. And then I have this Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation, which also is another one that needs to get used up because it's almost empty, so that I will put in the basket. So this is not the basket where I normally keep all of this stuff. I normally only keep the ones that won't stand in here, like this one. But what I'm going to do before I pile all that in is get my bronzers and my face powders in here first, and then I'll put those in as well. Grabbed all of my bronzers and face powders and stuff like that, and they go in this basket in some rhyme or reason. First thing I do want to talk about super quickly, which is kind of embarrassing because I swear to you guys, I've been calling this banana bronze since the day I got it, and it's Biana bronze. I am so annoyed right now because I actually now have 2 of these because... No, I don't. I don't have 2. I almost had 2 because you know what? This also got re-released in the Mirage Noir collection, and I didn't buy it because I was like, oh, that's a similar-ish name. Maybe they just changed the name from banana because it was Juicy Fruity. But no, I just can't read. So I've got my Biana bronzer, which is actually like a beautiful, beautiful bronzer, especially if you're a little more fair toned. I'm trying to get rid of the yellow cast in here again because it's kind of like yellowy. I'll just put it up high. You can see my vague camera setup here. So there's this bronzer here. It's actually really, really pretty if you're a little bit more fair. Let's see. Will this work here? No, see, it keeps turning because it's focusing on that red. Let's see if I put it over here. Is that any better? No, not really. All right, well, whatever. I guess we're SOL. So back to this. So I am going to put my more favorite bronzers kind of up front. But I do circular ones here and then non-circular ones there. This is a disaster. So Biana bronze. I also have Delicates, which is like one of these ones. Sorry, I just got a WhatsApp message that I was kind of reading. Awkward. This one is brand new. This one is in Give Me Life. Came out with the Patrick Star Summer Collection. Love that packaging. This is supposed to be like an opalescent face powder, but honestly, it just looks more like a bronzer to me. So I'm going to keep it with my bronzers because that's how I'm going to use it if I use it. I have another one of these ones. This one's Refined Golden, I'm pretty sure, and it's got some glitter. Is this the one? Yeah, this one has some like gold glitter in it. I'm so sorry that this is so orange cast. This is actually driving me nuts. There we go. Hopefully you guys can pick up the glitter in there. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to like sit this on its end in about 2 seconds. It's driving me nuts. You know what? I'm gonna organize them and then I will show you because I can't deal with them falling over anymore. So true to plan, this drawer did change up quite a bit as well. This is not the way I originally planned it. So like I said, I did keep all of my bronzers and my pressed powders and my foundations that wouldn't stand up in here. So I've got this Wet n Wild pressed powder up at the front. I have my MAC Next to Nothing. This is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is just the natural one, so this is in medium. I have my Physicians Formula bronzer. This is my MAC Matte Bronze, which is one of my favorites. And then I have the Sweetie Pie bronzer that came out in the Peaches and Cream collection. This is the one that looks like a little pie. My NARS Laguna bronzer. I have my Balm Bahama Mama bronzer. This is my Peaches and Cream blurring powder, my Hourglass bronzer, Hoola bronzer. I decided to keep some of my extra setting sprays just in this drawer because I already have 4 on top and that just seems like a lot. I do use these quite a bit, but I don't mind reaching for them anyway, so it just keeps the top of my drawers a little more decluttered. So I have this huge bronzer that Mickey got me that is just like so out of place anywhere else. So finally I have a space just to put that there. I have all of my foundations that would stand up in this corner. My Too Faced Peach bronzer. This is this loose bronzer from Nude by Nature that I got in a top box recently, and then all of my setting powders are here as well. So actually pretty happy with how this drawer turned out. I used to not have as much room because I used to keep makeup bags in the background, but those have gone elsewhere now. So now I have a little bit more space. On to the next drawer. I think the next drawer that I have to do is going to be my highlights. Part of my collection, I do have a ton of MAC highlighters, probably more than anything else. Highlighters are one of my favorite things to play with. So I like to keep all my MAC ones together as much as possible. I have all of these extra dimension ones. I literally have like almost every color that they offer, I'm pretty sure. So Soft Frost, Oh Darling is there. One of these is Superb. One is like Blushing, Beaming Blush, Show Gold, Beaming Blush. And then I have a bunch from the Star Trek collection that came out a while back. So I have 3 of these. I have all the ones from the Christmas collection. This is from a Christmas collection a few years ago. This is from the Fruity Juicy collection. This one looks like a dish. Super, super pretty. This one I have never used and probably never will. It is from the Bowling collection because as soon as you start using it, like the red on the pins wears off and it really annoys me. I have these mineralized ones. So these are the like quad ones that recently came out. I have 2 of these. This one came out in the Mariah Carey collection. Another which one's this? Double Gleam. And then, of course, somewhere... I have a Soft and Gentle, and I don't know where it is. And I also have, like, Global Glow, and maybe they're just tucked in here somewhere. These I'm here. Okay, so here's one. This is Global Glow. And I have Soft and Gentle, too. I just don't know where it is right now, which is sad, because that one's my favorite. So I'm going to put all these MAC ones in here, and then I'll move on to the other brands. Alrighty, so for the most part, I got all my MAC ones in here. I was hoping to be able to get this Mariah Carey loose one in here, but it wouldn't fit, so that's okay. Instead, what I did, because I did have this little gap, I just stuck a couple of my Makeup Forever ones in here, and then also this Make Up Your Mind Cosmetics one back in here. I forget what the name of this is. Highlighter. This is my Fame and Fortune one from Mickey. This is the most like original colored highlighter that I have. It's like a light yellowy gold color. Absolutely stunning. Also, good news. I did find my MAC somewhere. Soft and Gentle. Here, I did find it, so that's good. I was a little worried. So this kind of normally gets tucked in the back half of the drawer just because I do have so many. I like to be able to use some of my other ones, so I'm going to tuck this in that drawer, and then we're going to sort through the rest of the highlighters, and then I will show you the end result. This is all the other highlighters that I've pulled in. Surprisingly, at one point in time, I could fit all of these in here. I don't think that's going to be the case anymore because I have added some like these ColourPop Time Shayla ones, which I think I'm going to do a video about this collection, but I haven't totally decided yet. I've also got a couple palettes here, so those normally just slide down the sides, so that's not a big deal, but I will empty this and kind of repack it as best as I can. I have just a ton of liquid highlighters that I love, and I know this is a MAC lipstick, but this one is in Soft Hint, and I actually use this as like an icy blue highlighter because I think it looks really, really pretty as well. A lot of their metallic ones actually do. I know they have a white one too that is absolutely stunning in case you're looking for something like that. So let me go through this and I'll see where I end up. Okay, so I'm going to save the two scariest drawers, which are the lipstick drawers, for last. So that being said, we are going to get into my palette drawer. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this. I have a little bit more than I did last time. So it's just going to be a case of trying to get as much in there as possible in an organized enough way as possible to see how this goes. I will try and show you guys everything before it goes in, just so you guys can see what I have. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to tuck into the drawers is all of these like MAC square palettes. So I've got a bunch of quads. There's a quint here, like shimmer strips, like Physicians Formula. And then I've got a couple of the 9x palettes. So a lot of these are from limited edition collections. I have 5 Patrick Star ones. So one here, and that one there. And then these two here as well. These two here are Mariah Carey. This is Rihanna. These, I don't know where I even got them. This came with the Vibe Tribe, and then I've got a bunch of 9s too. So those are all going to get slid into the drawer along this side. I will show you that when I'm done. So they're all tucked along the side there. I like to put them there because I do have other palettes that fit here. So the ones that go there are like the MAC Girls palette. So I have 5 of these of the original 6. I didn't end up getting any once they released the new 3, and I did get rid of my Fashion Fanatics one. So this one is in Prissy Princess. It's like different pinks and grays and browns. That can go in there. Oh, I should have pulled them all over before I started doing this, because now I got to dig for them. This one is Mischief Minx. This one has like the oranges and the browns and stuff like that. And I do try and keep these because the names are nowhere else. So Mischief Minx is going to get tucked in. This one is in Basic Bitch. And it's just like a lot of your like neutral colors like that. Really good to make a nice smoky eye. I wore that the other day. I have this one in Power Hungry, which I haven't used in a really long time. It's all golds and things like that. So this one, I have to either get use out of it or get rid of it. Oops. And get real up close and personal with my lipsticks. This one is in Rock and Rebel. This one has different shades of blue and green. Really, really pretty. So that is the 5 of them kind of tucked in there. They are double tiered because they are so skinny. Then I kind of start putting my Naked palettes and my like Too Faced Sweet Peach palette behind those because they're about the same length as well. So I have 3 Naked palettes. I have the Naked Heat palette, and then I have Naked 1 and Naked 3. I also have the Sweet Peach palette and then the Modern Renaissance palette. So those are all going to get tucked behind. So these are all sitting here now, and then super quickly I also tuck some of my bigger palettes into the back just before I start loading up. So I've got my BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette, my Pirates of the Caribbean palette. In here I've got my Kat Von D Saints and Sinners palette, my MAC Jeremy Scott palette, my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Then I've got, this is the Balm Travel palette, my Graveyard Girl palette, and my I Want Candy palette as well. I've still got a ton to get in there. I'm really worried about where this palette's going to end up going, because it's very long and kind of awkward shaped. So let me keep pushing stuff in there and see how much I can fit. So I can't really show you all of them because I kind of had to puzzle piece to fit them all in here. This is my Shayla Perception ColourPop palette. My Douce whatever palette is on top of all my other stuff. My two Too Faced palettes are sitting right here. My Tarte palette. There's a lot of stacking going on in the back. That's where that BH Cosmetics one is. My Natasha Denona ones are all in along the side. My NYX Wind palette and my I Love You So Mochi palette are sitting there. This little Tarte like Z palette is here. The only one I couldn't fit in here was the Seashell palette, the Mermaid palette, whatever, from Tarte. But I think I'm okay with that because it's kind of pretty, so I can leave it out. And then I also don't have my Beauty and the Beast palette in here because that one is on display up top. So I'm going to close that because I don't really want to think about it because there's so much in there that I'm not even going to be able to attack anytime soon. And now we get to deal with all of this. Wish me luck. I did is just reused these old MAC lipstick holders that I made a long time ago, and I just put all of my MAC lipsticks that aren't up top, or most of them, back in here. This one is for my Viva Glam 2, which I'm trying to fix in the freezer right now. And if it doesn't fix, I'll just be buying it anyway, so I'll just leave it empty. I've got a couple more MAC lipsticks over here that are full size that just wouldn't fit, but they're all special edition packaging. So I'm kind of okay with that. I've got these like Nico Panda ones that won't fit. My lip tensities won't fit. And then I've just got a ton of like NYX and other stuff. So these are just literally going to get piled in a drawer because I got to wrap this up. So I will show you the drawer when it's all done. Like 10 o'clock now. I've literally been working at this since about 5. This is my lipstick drawer. Again, I'm not 100% happy with it, but like I was saying very, very early on in this video, I am going to make like dividers that all of these can fit in, hopefully. And then I can also put them upside down so I can see shade names. Like it's not so bad for like some of these that have like the swatches. Like these are my 3 Too Faced peaches and cream ones. But like for these ones, which are my lime crime ones, I have to take them out. These 2 are my new ColourPop ones. I could actually probably store these upside down if I really, really wanted to, now that I think about it. So I probably will, because then I can see the colors there. Some NYX here. I've got some mini ones that I got in that advent calendar for Christmas. So I need to go through all these and kind of match shades. And get rid of a ton. I have my Bump and Jams MAC Jeremy Scott little lip palette here. These Nico Panda ones won't actually stand up. They won't fit in the drawer, so they're just like that. Some ColourPop lippy sticks. I have a bunch of these Snow White Besame lip balms that Mickey gave me. I just decided to keep them in here. I also put a couple things just in the end of this, at the end of the lip liners, and then these are all of my ColourPop Shayla ones that I haven't used yet, and then some Prep and Prime stuff here. So that is that. And then the only drawer we have left is going to be liquid lipsticks and lip glosses. I've already kind of started laying some stuff out here. So I've got all my MACs here. These are Lime Crime. I think I have another one of these ones. I just have to find it. Oh, I can see it right now. These are my liquid cat suits. Some of these Maybelline ones. Urban Decay. These are my new EXO Beauty ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all up there. ColourPop, Kat Von D, Smashbox, just a bunch of minis. All my lip glosses are still in a disastrous pile because I got to kind of figure out how I want to lay this out in the drawer. They used to all be in a basket. But because I moved it down to a taller drawer, I'm going to try and stand them. Also, don't mind my little garbage pile there. But yeah, so I'm going to get moving on that, and then I will show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. All right, so I've made just the slightest little bit of progress. So this is all my lip glosses and diamond crushers and stuff like that, all sort of, you know, together. So I'm just brightening it up a bit. The colors are going to be off, but at least you can kind of see. Put it back to where it was. And then this is what the drawer is looking like so far. Now, the only thing about this that really scares me is that I know it's going to shift when it moves. I'm not too worried about it right now because, like I keep saying, I am planning on putting in an organizational system so they all stay in place. It's just going to be a case of when will that happen. So I'm going to load up the rest of the drawer and then hope that it doesn't all fall over when I shut the drawer. Alrighty, so this is all of my liquid lipsticks and my lip glosses. So I've got all my MAC ones up front, and I can't tell you how satisfying it was that they all fit perfectly with these Lorac ones down the side. I have most of my square ones down the side just because it was easier. Then I have my EXO Beauty here. These ones are my Wet n Wild ones, my 2 Tarte like Graveyard Girl ones. These are all ColourPop, Smashbox, Lime Crime, Urban Decay. These are my lip lingeries. The Meet Matte hues are here. This is a liquid suede. All my lip gloss are in the back. These are my diamond crushers here. Kat Von D, and also these ones are my Vamplifies from MAC. The one thing that I do like about this drawer is that there's tons of room in the back, so I know that like once I sort of split that organization system a little bit, everything will fit in there. I don't have to worry about that, whatever. The thing I don't like is that when I shut the drawer, it's a little worrying because I'm really afraid stuff's gonna fall over. So as long as I'm really, really gentle with it, like you'll hear a little shift, but nothing fell over. So give me 2 seconds just to push all this garbage out of the way, and then I will show you all of the drawers. Alrighty, so here's a final look at everything I've done. I'm sorry that the lighting sucks. It is dark now. So I'm kind of doing the best I can. So I'll just start over here. So I have a candle that I've been lighting. These are all of my Exo Beauty, as I said before, my Urban Decays, and then this one random Maybelline one. My Beauty and the Beast palette is right there. That's the one that Mickey made me. In here now is still all the same stuff as before. I just found my Better Than Sex mascara, so that's awesome. Same stuff's all up here as well. My brushes in the background, all of my MAC like waters, and then 2 Marc Jacobs, 2 High Beam Sunbeam, and then some MAC lipsticks here. And then over here, my sunglasses are here right now. There's some more garbage which has to get thrown out, but I just put this Tarte Make a Splash or Mermaid or whatever it is palette because it wouldn't fit in the drawer. And also there's a ton of stuff on this desk from just different trips. These are Tom's stuff, and then that frame you guys would have seen is mine, and same with that little seashell starfish. So I just figured it kind of looked okay if I left it there. So back into the first drawer, if you guys kind of forgot what it looks like, I may have done some rearranging, I can't remember, is concealers, there's eyelashes and stuff in the back, tons of makeup tools. These are all of my primers. These are all of my like random little samples of stuff that I have to get going through, and then masks and moisturizers are along the side. Next drawer down is all of my eye stuff, or a lot of it. So I've got all my paint pots, my Ideal Duos, some shadows, mostly gel liners. I also found these in a pile of lip gloss that I kind of forgot I had. So I just bought these 2 Liquid Last liners. So one's in bright blue and one's in purple. I thought that those would be fun. My brow products, I did find my Brow Gal down there as well. Mascaras, more eyeliners, pigments, and then Milk makeup pigments. So those are all in there. Next drawer down is my eyeshadow drawer, one of my most satisfying drawers because I have this double layer of color pops all along the side, and then all of my MACs fit in a single layer with actually a ton of room to move, which is kind of interesting because I can remember nothing fitting before, and I had even less color pop. So I don't know what changed, but that is all good again, so that's great. This drawer is all of my blush. This would have been the first drawer we did if you can even remember that. So all of my MAC blushes are here, random blushes here. The thing I kind of like too is because I've got all the space up front, I can pull them out, take a look, see what I've got, and then shift them back again because this doesn't take a lot of room up and it can actually slide around the front. So it can either sit here and hold stuff in, or I can slide it out of the way and take a look at some of the stuff that I have that might be hiding in the back. So that's that drawer. Then you guys have just seen my lipstick stick drawer, along with some of my like lip prep and prime stuff and lip scrubs and a few lip balms here and there. So that's all here. Then I just showed you my liquid lip and lip gloss drawer. I'm not going to push my oil here. All right. So there's still a ton of room in the back of that drawer for me to put more stuff in, or to fix this organization if I don't like it. This drawer down here is my highlight drawer. So again, I've got like some palettes and stuff here. This one that wouldn't fit around the side. All of my MAC palettes are back here, along with a couple Makeup Forever and that Make Up Your Mind one that Mickey got me. I also ended up sliding this Wet n Wild one back here, as well as this little Laura Mercier one. And the reason for that is because I found a ColourPop one that got lost somewhere along the way. I also found this Ciate like Dewy Balm Stick somewhere along the way as well. So those have all been added into there. Down in my foundation drawer, you'll notice that I did actually have to put this Mariah Carey powder in here because I couldn't fit it in my highlighter drawer, but it doesn't really bother me that much because it is more of a bronzy color anyway, so I can kind of like warp my mind into thinking it's okay. But yeah, you guys have already seen this drawer. Not much has changed with it other than that's there, and now this is kind of off on an angle, but no big deal. So bronzers, foundations, some setting sprays, and then some loose powders here. And then, like I said before, this bottom drawer is my palette drawer, and it is just jam-packed full of stuff. So I'm gonna have a really, really hard time actually going through stuff and seeing what I still like and what I don't and whatever. So yeah, that is that all done. Okay, so I've been at this for 5 hours and I'm finally done now. There's like no lighting left in this room. I'm also sitting on the bed, so there's a different angle and stuff. Like I said, I didn't declutter anything today. But I should be doing that pretty soon too. I would think I will probably do that in a series of videos if that's something you guys are interested, because I definitely need to go through for sure like my lipsticks and stuff and get rid of some of those, and then just odds and ends here and there. I don't know how big of a declutter it'll be, like not like the last time, but it'll be a little something something. And also, once I do fix those drawers a little bit and put more organization into them, I will show you that as well. So thanks for watching this video. If you like it, then give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.